get it going this Wednesday? Roads okay coming in this morning?
I drove safely and I was okay, but I'm sure some of the side roads are bad.
Hey, we'll talk a little football later on,
Sure.
but I got the USA Today. The ratings for the Packers 49er game, 31 million. It was a top-rated program on networks, on cable. It was the Alabama-Notre Dame game, especially the first quarter.
Yeah, I would imagine.
About 26.5 million people watched it. 13, almost 14 million watched the pregame show.
Wow.
It said the Catholic population tuned the TV off after 2 minutes into the game.
Yep, I bet so. I bet so.
Johnny Lee, hey, so we're breaking ground on a new church?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's supposed to be in early February. We're going to break ground on our new building just down the road from us at Cross Point. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh. Well, we got to dig the foundation.
Got to dig the foundation. That's right. That's right. And Gloria's going to dig that eastern foundation, and you do the western side. Yes, sir.
To have genuine faith, and I got right here. And my first question to you is, I want to be real.
Well, I tell you what, Jamie, you're about as real as they get. I don't guess I've ever met anybody more real than Jamie Cooper. What you see is what you get.
Sometimes that ain't a good thing.
All day long.
What now? Talk is cheap.
Boy, talk is cheap. That's for sure. It is cheap. And what we're talking about, Jamie's talking about, we're talking about James in the book of James when he talks about faith without works is dead. That's what Jamie's talking about. And we talked about how everyone loves real. We do love real. And the same thing with Christianity. And it's easy to say you're Christian, easy to talk about being one. It's another thing to actually live it. And sometimes easier said than done. Talk is cheap.
But, John, you got kind of personal again.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
I'm sitting there on the front row, and John kind of looks around. He says, I think there might be some Lady Clairol Christians in there.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah.
What does that mean? I know I might have had a little color on my hair every now and then. Thanks for all y'all questioning that.
Well, you know, we were talking about what Christianity.
Is Lady Clairol still out there?
I was going to say, I might have just shown my age.
A lot of expressions you use, I know we get it, but around, well, these other people ain't getting it.
Yeah, I was going to say, is Lady Clairol even out there?
It's still out there.
But years ago, for you old people like me, remember there used to be a commercial, Lady Clairol, and they would always say, only her hairdresser knows for sure. And same thing, we don't want to be Lady Clairol Christians where only, no one knows for sure whether we really are. In other words, be genuine, be real, and be the real thing. Lady
Clairol, man, I thought about that. John, you said that looking around the room, you said, now, a lot of y'all could miss heaven because, the girl didn't have her card, baptismal thing.
Yeah, that's right.
That you could miss heaven by 18 inches. Now, why do you say 18 inches?
Well, I was talking about, I was referred to Eddie Lacy the other day, or Alabama. Let's say Alabama. They're the most successful team in the nation. But let's say you lived a life as exemplary as the Alabama football team, and really did, and had an 88-yard scoring drive trying to attempt to score. And let's say that Lacy went up over the line and got stopped an inch short of the goal line. He never broke the plane. And for all those wonderful 88 yards that they drove, they did great, but he never crossed the goal line. And you know what? The referee won't go like that. Same thing. A lot of folks live their whole life and do some good things, believe some good things, act some good ways, but they miss heaven by 18 inches from their head to their heart. And we were talking about, okay, it's one thing to believe in God. Even the devil believes in God. The devil shudders when he thinks of God, and yet he's no true believer. And a lot of people have intellectual belief about God, but it's not in their heart. And so you would miss heaven by 18 inches. You don't want to do that.
Can I continue on my personal rant with you?
Yes, you can, sir. Yes, sir.
You also got off on holding a grudge.
That is your personal rant, isn't that right?
I wish that one of my deals this year was I was going to quit complaining.
Okay.
That didn't last.
You're right.
Well, I ain't started yet.
I hadn't started yet. Okay.
Ain't started yet.
That's right. That's
and
not
the
quite
other
there.
one was try not to hold a grudge. But, John, I just can't see myself coming clean against some people that I don't like because of what they did to me back then, that now I'm better than they are. So, I mean...
Well,
Brad is telling me I'm here to tell you who they are.
Okay,
I already know them.
yeah. I think most folks do know them. That's for sure.
I can't change, John. I'm going to hell?
No, I leave that between you and God right there. I'll let y'all two work that one out, buddy.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Okay. Now, you've made several references, John.
Yes,
to,
sir.
Well, first of all, I'm going to save that one for later here.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Some people are con men. Now, what were you saying about con men the other night?
Well, I think once again, the greatest con you can ever do is to con yourself. And that's a bad play. And again, I think to me, of all the most scary scripture there is when, and I was talking about the other day, Matthew chapter 7, many will come to me in that day, the Lord speaking. He said, many will come to me and will say, Lord, I did this for you, I did that for you, did the other thing for you. And he'll say, depart from me, I don't know you. And so the worst thing in the world is to con yourself into believing, hey, I'm okay with the big man upstairs or the big daddy in the sky or whatever you want to call it. And then believing, the worst thing is to believe that you have this relationship with God and, through Christ, and yet you really don't. Because at the end of the day, if you ever hear those words, there's no time to go back and make it better. So you don't want to con yourself.
All right, you've made several references over the past month to Niagara Falls.
Yes, yes.
And you were talking about this guy went over Niagara Falls and then put a rope, that he had faith.
Right.
And then he got a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And wanted somebody to get in it, and he'd pushed them over,
That's
but
right.
he had no takers.
That's right, exactly.
I'm going to get back to that in a second.
Yeah.
But I wrote that, remember, there is a guy either in Madison or Huntsville that accidentally went over Niagara Falls as a child.
I remember that, yeah, I remember that.
They were in a boat,
yeah,
and he survived.
He sure did, yeah.
I think it was him and his sister or whatever, dad, and with a family friend, if I remember the story correctly.
Yeah, he sure did.
The boat got away from them or something, and they were stuck, the kids were stuck in it, or he was, it went over the falls, and he's the only person, I think, ever to survive without being in some sort of protective...
barrel or something. Yeah, I've heard it. I read it. I read all about it. Lives over there in Huntsville. Last I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we knew about that.
Lucky
but I was going to tell you, a wheelbarrow. Now y'all may think, hey, that's a safe thing to be in. One of the worst accidents I ever had in my life was pushing a wheelbarrow.
No kidding.
Oh, let me tell you how confident I got. It was when I had a house, my first house.
Yeah.
You were a kid, Abby. Well, I had a gravel driveway, and I was on a little hill right here, and my neighbor was down here. Well, I was going to pave it.
Okay.
So I told y'all the story before, but I'll share it again with you. So I said, I'm going to get these gravel off my driveway, and I was just dump them. He was going to take them. I'd dump them. So I took my shirt off, had a pair of shorts on. I'm getting that barrel filled up, and I'm running down that hill and dumping it.
Oh, no. Oh,
I've
no.
done about 30 trips, probably. Well, being all confident, I can do this quick now. I got it going on, About that time, I flew down that hill from my house.
Up and over.
Somehow I hit a little bump I hadn't hit before.
Oh, my.
It flipped me up and over the wheelbarrow, dent the wheelbarrow in here, and bruised me from here to here.
Absolutely.
So one of the worstest accidents I've ever had involved my own stupidity.
There you go.
Arrogance, which I've never been accused of having.
There you go.
I just got confident, John.
Yeah, and that would be a rough accident. As a matter of fact, I heard about a guy the other day. He had knee problems, and he went and got X-rayed, and they found gravel in his knee. Literally, and it was from an old accident like that. He just scraped up so much gravel.
Well, maybe that's what's wrong with me.
It could be. Maybe you got some gravel in your knee or something like that. But that was got in there deep.
Did that end your medical labor
Didn't hit the head. Right.
Yeah, I didn't hit my head, but
no gravel in the head there. Yeah, there you go.
That was a bad accident.
That was a bad
I think
accident.
about you bringing that up. You're talking about talk is cheap, grudge, and wheelbarrow.
There you go.
Won't buy a wheelbarrow.
No more wheelbarrows for you.
I'm not doing that, John.
No, sir. That would be a rough one right there.
I'm not doing it. Let's go back to football, John. Our season is practically over. We got the championship game this weekend, and then we got into the Falcon game. Was unbelievable.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
were beat.
Absolutely.
They won and beaten, and
just there you go.
But now football season's over. Cam Newton's back at school at Auburn.
Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, that's good. That's
$22 million.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
can you see him hanging out with friends down there?
I was just wondering.
There's a statue of him out front.
Yeah, I was wondering if any girls are interested in him.
Yeah, he's out there going to lunch. And he, signed a $22 million deal.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And they said he used to ride around campus in a little scooter or something like that at one time. So.
That I can't.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
You grew up Catholic, but you also grew up a Bama fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You enjoyed the game the other night.
It was a great game, and Alabama was amazing and absolutely amazing. And it was just surprising for the Notre Dame fans. It was just surprising that Notre Dame was beaten so soundly.
We got a couple of them at church.
Yeah,
they're sitting at the back now. But
yeah,
I said this one before the game. I'm thinking, you go to church here?
Yeah.
Stop.
You met Rex yet?
Yeah, well, no, Notre Dame had a fabulous season. They just ran into a mighty tight team.
When your coach says at halftime, maybe they won't come back out, there's a problem.
That was one of the best halftime. And to me also, and I've got to give Coach Chiswick right along the same thing. When we were behind 42-0 against Alabama, and they asked him at halftime what Auburn was going to do in the second half, he said, well, we're just going to have fun and keep on fighting. And I went, keep? Coach Chiswick. Coach there you go. And guy said, keep? We never started. So anyway, it was an awesome season for Alabama. And
Johnny Lee Dees, Cross Point Church. We'll see y'all there this Sunday at 9 o'clock. Y'all come on in. Let me go out with a video here. Thanks for coming over, John. Good to see you back in action.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Signing day's 3 weeks away. So we
absolutely.
Okay.
There you go.
Remember I told you about that guy stealing the storm grates and sewer grates? Well, that ain't the first time that's happened here in Athens, Alabama. I just happened to have some exclusive video of this coming up a couple of years ago here with our Morons edition. We'll go to that right now, featuring our lovely Brad Golson, Kyle Looney, and Cassidy Cooper. So we'll say that. Tomorrow morning, it's all sports. Jaw Jacker, Shut Up, Zach, all here tomorrow morning. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
We need to find some money.
Yeah, no, but where are we going? Hey,
What'd you find?
you see these manhole covers?
Yeah?
Every one's worth $500.
Man, there's a ton of them there at the trailer park.
And I know of a lot of them, so we can make some real good money. I've been crawling all through them, all through the county.
How much you say they were?
$500, and we know of 30.
Man, we can make like $300.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't nothing in that. Well, let's do it then. Come on. I forgot my hammer. Dang it. Wait for me.
Hurry up. Come on.
Get your hands under
Man,
me.
I ain't put my hands up under there.
Forget this.
It's gonna know.
Maybe we can get this one.
I hope so. I need some money.
Hey, you fool.
I got child support to pay. Come
I
on.
can't get it.
You suck. Give me that hammer. Dummy.
Get it.
Oh, I gotta go change my underwear. You know what, Cassidy? Our problem is we have been stretching, getting ourselves ready for this.
Right.
So let's stretch.
All right.
All right, Cassidy. This is the third one. Number 3, just like old Dale.
I loved him.
I bet you he'd get this manhole up.
Oh, yeah, he would. He'd be helpful.
Let's say a prayer.
Hell's on our side.
All right, go. Okay, I got it. Dude, we gotta get out of here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ah!
Dude, don't leave me. Hey. Oh, hey, officer. This ain't what it looked like.
Put that manhole cover down.